Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayobami Olatunji. I'm with the Windows Security team here in Microsoft. And today we'll be talking about cybersecurity awareness using artificial intelligence. How can we make cybersecurity awareness better? And let's go. So we'll be looking at the introduction, like what is cybersecurity awareness, like the present solutions, what are the limitations, what are the problems we have presently. Also, like, how are the attackers, like the scammers in this case, how are they tricking users to get their identity, trick them to scam them in various ways. And also, like, what am I looking at to be a kind of like a solution to enhance awareness from what we have presently. And I'm going to do a little bit of demo. It's going to be a very, very short demo on how the solution is expected to work at the end of the day. And we're going to talk about how do we measure if we have been able to enhance the security awareness of users. Then, since there's going to be a little bit of numbers, there will be reference at the end. So let's go. If I ask anyone here to share me their social security number, if I ask you for your phone number, and I'm going to text you a code, will you be willing to share the code with me? Anybody? Who is going to send the social security number to me and send me a code after with his or phone number? Okay, nobody. That is what I'm expecting, because this is a security conference, and if you can still fall for that trick, then maybe I will send you out of the conference. So it is somehow that people are still falling for that particular kind of trick. But the truth is, not all of us are kind of like cybersecurity conscious. The data is there to say that 2 out of 5 people in this country has been a victim of one form of scam or another, especially like identity theft. Like, it is very, very rampant. And even for a fact, 7 out of 10 people in this country are familiar with one person, at least one person, who has been a victim of this crime. This is for you to know how, frequent this crime is and how it is still working, despite all the fact that organizations, both private and government organizations, are doing a lot of things to create an awareness of things you should do and things you should not do. The statistics shows almost 900,000 cases were reported in 2023 and $10.3 billion loss were accounted for. That's a lot of money. Let's leave the money part. There is another danger part of this particular scam, is the fact that, people are kind of turning homeless, losing their life, because when you lose your identity, which is one of the things that happen when you are scammed in this kind of situation, when you lose your identity, it's like you lose yourself to somebody else. And that person can commit crime in your name, can do various things, and make you somebody who is likely going to be in a situation like this. So why is the traditional awareness system not working or not helping or not good enough to solve the problem that we have? And how can we enhance the present system to become much more better? So like I said, the truth is technological space is kind of evolving fast. So the problem with the system that we have presently for awareness is most of the time the documents are obsolete. For example, if an attack happens now, like this kind of scam attack that we are talking about, if any of such happens now, before the document that is being released of do's and don'ts will be released for people to be aware of, it's probably going to take 1 year, like 2023 edition, 2024 edition. Within that space of 1 year, there is gap for all these scammers for them to be able to scam a whole lot of people. And also, people don't even know how well to report, which is another problem of reporting. So if somebody is scammed, let's say, for instance, somebody tricked me to scam me and I fell into that scam and I was scammed. Now, the problem is, even if I know where to report and I can report, before the next person here can get access to that information, for the person to be aware of that scam and not to fall for it, it's going to take probably years, before the person can be aware. So reporting is another problem that I identify from this research. And also lack of real-time capability, which is similar to what I just explained, if I'm being scammed and I reported that, there is no way for you to be able to like get that in real time and be aware that this kind of scam is kind of like a way you can protect yourself. So those are like the 3 problems that the present system is facing presently. And so let me show you the trick that this scammer use. Most of the time, this is what they do. They have like a format. It's not like there is anything like, kind of like extra. This is gotten online, like it's everywhere. You see it online, on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere, where they kind of like pull this format. So this is just like a typical example of, you setting an exam, and these scammers, they have the answer to the exam already in the exam hall, and me and you, we are also in the same exam hall, but we don't even know the question. We've not even read the material, but they have all the answers to everything. So when they send you a message, like, hey, they know what they're expecting from you. Based on your response, they know what to send next. Me and you might be able to like bypass this trick because of our experience and our background. But look around you. When you're at the airport, at the train station, millions of people who do not have any background in these kind of cases, they tend to like fall into this kind of scam easily. As easy and simple as this is, it is something that most people fall into. So how can we, think of a way to also, like I said, this is like a textbook and answer for them in an exam hall. So how can we also create our own advantage by making sure that we have our own textbook and our own answer to exam during the exam? So the solution that I'm talking about, that I'm looking into here is a way of how we can use the capability of AI, like large language model, to like build a solution that kind of like addresses the 3 problems that we have identified, at least to a great level, if not real time, in order for us also to like remember something. Say for instance, when people read about like, don't click on this link, don't send anybody your SSN number, don't send anybody your phone number, don't do this and that, they tend to forget in the moment when that action is particularly on. They don't remember, they've forgotten. I mean, just like me and you, we've read so many things and we don't even remember everything, like most of those things anymore. So just like typical people too, they've forgotten all those things, and when the time comes, they kind of like fall into this. So how can we create a solution that kind of like in real time, when it signal or sense something like this, it's kind of like give them a prompt. I showed you a format, like those are the things that they use. Those are typical things that most of these guys use. It is available online. It is available on IC3 report, which is like the FBI database for like crime like this, and available almost on all other platforms. So let's look at it together. Is there a way we can, kind of like train, use this data to train a system that can be like a plugin on almost all the platforms that we use frequently, like Facebook, like Twitter, like WhatsApp, like iMessage and stuff like that. And anytime the pattern at which we've seen before, anytime those patterns occur, this system can be able to like kind of like send something and probably not block automatically, but warn you of things that you should do and things that you should not do. And I will explain to you how that kind of system can like enhance the 3 problems at which we identify with the traditional method. So let me quickly show you a little demo of how this works. This is not like a real WhatsApp for you to be aware of. This is just like a Figma design to just like demo what we are talking about, how to enhance those 3 problems that we have identified. So the first thing is, most of these guys, they claim to be who they are not. So this is somebody claiming to be a military person. It is easy to claim a military person because most of the time they are always out of town, they are being deployed out, and claim to be a military person. This is our solution that has been, integrated into like this particular chat, and it has access to like the conversation based on like the data. Now, this person is chatting real quick, like, hello, like some of those things which we've seen in the initial slides. Now, it has gotten to a point when this person needs like this particular information, like your social security number and other details. Now it is asking. So this person that is chatting has forgotten that he or she has read somewhere that do not share your social security number, because it's been a while, right? And this seems like a genuine chat, but it's kind of like coming from a format that we have shown before. This solution will be able to, like, at this time, follow the pattern, see the similarity, see the signature at which this person is chatting, and at this time send you a warning. Like, before you proceed, this person is asking you for sensitive information, is asking you for this and that. Based on the telemetry that we know, this seems to be more like a scam than true. This is to make sure that this person at this particular time make a much more informed decision in this case. So that helps, like, the obsolete document problem is a little bit like now being solved, because now this person does not need to like get the document, update information anymore, or continue reading. With this, he or she can be able to like get this thing done. Also, like, we have like a way to like report. As you can see, you can link multiple charts, and also like there's a report part of this, which there's a report part of this. Let me explain how the report part works. With just a click, you can report like, oh, this particular phone number is trying to like chat me up with this. This person is a flag, and when you report this, FBI identify in their report that one of the major problems that they are having is because people do not report cases like this on time, and people don't even report at all most times until it has become very, very problematic. With this kind of report, the system itself automatically like note the number, train. I don't know why the slide is not moving to like that particular slide, but the thing is, there is a part that shows like the number of people who has reported that particular number in a case, like, oh, 25 people have reported this number for a fraud, and it has been known for impersonation in the last 2 months. Please be careful. So this kind of like take the real-time problem away and now give user the opportunity to be able to like make a better informed decision in that regard. So with that, we've been able to like come up with a solution that is capable of solving some of those problems. And okay, I think we can. Okay, so what is, how do we measure like this has been a success, provided that this actually like gets like out there? Like, one of the things is, it's going to be saving citizens billions of dollars. Like I said, $10.3 billion were lost like in 2023 alone. That is just for 2023. Like, saving that is a whole lot of money. Empowering everyone to make informed decisions. Yes, people have been making decisions based on, instinct or emotional and all like that. But with this kind of solution, they will be able to make much more informed decisions. Also, elevating every human to be a superhuman. As somebody in security, and I believe we are superhuman because of what we do. With this kind of solution, you reporting alone also helps other people. That makes you a superhuman. And also like real-time reporting for efficient tracking. This also like helps security organizations to be able to like have access to like real-time and adequate information about the kind of like threat that people are facing, the kind of like attack that, or scam scheme and tricks that people are facing in real time. So I quoted a lot of data, a lot of information. This is just like, the link to like all those data where they come from. And the Figma design is actually kind of like, elaborated. There are so many methods, so many things that was unable to display here, which you can also like get from the slides. And that's it. Thank you.